Hey, it's Diego with Aim Shoot Develop. Today I'm talking about how to turn your Polaroid images into one-of-a-kind buttons. It didn't actually turn out how I wanted to, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway. I am using this Polaroid cutter from the Polaroid Photo Magic System. I also will be kind of shilling my Polaroid pins, Polaroid inspired pins, which is kind of the Aim Shoot Develop logo. I have a link in the description, but gonna get right into it. I'm going to be very transparent here and say that it actually didn't turn out the way I wanted because of Newton rings. You would have thought, since I've made multiple videos talking about it, I'll leave a little link in the description and up top, but it does give you that oil slick looking feel, which actually doesn't make for a great button. And the reason being is that buttons use a level of Mylar on top to seal everything, and Polaroids have a level of Mylar on top. So that's what does the Newton rings. I will be showing great alternatives at the end, but we're just getting right into the process because I tried it out anyway. My losses are your gains to not try. So first you'll need a Polaroid image taken from a Polaroid, or pretty much any kind of instant camera. You can also use Fujifilm and Instax Mini, even though I kind of recommend Polaroid since it's a Polaroid brand product. Here you can see that Polaroid images on a 600, and I also do believe Spectrafilm. You can see here I used an image from an expired pack. Actually fits nice and snug, so you can use that too. The reason why I'm using that is because the 3-inch buttons clear perfectly to make a perfect circle with no outside lining. I'd gotten the button cutter from this Polaroid Photo Magic kit. I'd had it for a long time, so I thought I'd give it a go, pretty much buy the button cutter and try it out. But one of the things that I didn't realize is instead of using Mylar, it actually uses push together buttons. So it's a plastic piece and a plastic piece that push together that actually don't touch the photo, so it doesn't cause Newton rings. I guess I probably should have done my research before getting into it, but again, this information is to help somebody out in the long run before getting into something thinking it'll be a little bit easier. Two of the recommendations I can make is finding these kind of plastic push together buttons that don't have that Mylar, so you won't get the Newton rings. And I do recommend using 3 inches if you're using that Polaroid photo cutter, because it'll take up the whole frame. It cuts exactly 3 inches, which pretty much pushes both sides of the border. And also, if you'd watch my scanning video, I do recommend scanning it and then getting it printed out at FedEx or any kind of printing service. It comes out to fairly inexpensive, and if you do use a button press like I did, it actually comes out to pretty cheap. It makes for a great alternative, plus you can make multiples or even do any kind of corrections. I know it's kind of taboo to talk about Polaroids and image corrections, but if you were to do that or alternate the artwork in any way, you can get some pretty cool buttons. So I looked online for this 3-inch button press, 3 inches being the actual diameter of the Polaroid from the photo cutter. So I got this Megazord here, so you just put this little metal thing, you put the image down, and then you put the Mylar, you crunch it down, and then you put the back piece. It's pretty straightforward. It actually is really simple to use. It's just kind of getting into the swing of things. This isn't abundant YouTube, but I thought it'd be fun. There's tons of videos talking about it, so I'll link one in the description if you want to get into it yourself. It's all a matter of scale. If you're going to be doing a handful for maybe some friends or family, less than 20, I definitely recommend checking out the little piece together plastic ones, because it won't be cost effective to buy a button cutter or even maybe a scanner to scan your Polaroids. But if you're going to be doing them for sale, or you're going to be doing them for like a Patreon reward, or pretty much do it on a grand scale, let's say 20 plus people, I think it's really beneficial to buy the big button cutter, scan your images, and then get them printed out and cut them out accordingly. It's going to be much easier, and it's going to save you a lot of heartache in the long run. Plus, you don't get the Newton rings if you scan and print them out. So you can see me here making my buttons, which is a little Aim Shoot Develop logo. So you just put it together, you put the bottom piece, and you can see how it's done. All you do is crunch it down, push to the other side, put the back on, and that's pretty much it. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm always trying out different things, even putting Newton rings in situations that it's kind of a loss, but it turned it into a cool situation where I can offer something for sale to support the channel. So links to everything that I was talking about will be in the description, including the Etsy listing for this button. And you can check out my Instagram by the same name, Aim Shoot Develop. You can shoot me a DM, we can talk cameras, we can pretty much talk things. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out. That's pretty much it. Keep shooting film. Take care. Peace.